About 4 years ago, I reviewed the Blink Video Doorbell, and I've had a lot of comments since then asking if the video doorbell is still worth it. So, I bought another one, and we're going to check out in 2025 if this is still worth it. In this video, we're going to be re-review. Wait. Is that even a word, re-review? We're going to review the Blink Video Doorbell again and see if it's still up to par in 2025. I was able to pick this thing up on a lightning deal from Amazon with the Sync Module 2 for about $36, which is an excellent deal, and it was hard to pass up. When I was unboxing it, I noticed that the protective plastic on the video doorbell, it was harder to take off than normal. Not really sure if it was sitting in the warehouse for a while or not, but it seemed a little bit more difficult. Okay, so let's start off here. Some of the features may be better off for some people and not others, so keep that in mind when we're talking about this. For example, while this video doorbell can be wired into your existing doorbell wires, it's not powered by the doorbell wires. It uses 2 AA batteries to power it, and the doorbell wires do not do anything other than allow it to connect to the actual chime inside your house. You'll have to replace the batteries as needed, and that they say 2 years, but I don't believe it. While this may be better for some people that either don't have a doorbell where they're putting this, or their transformer may not have enough power. For me, I'd rather have my doorbell always powered and not have to mess with any batteries or recharging it. So right off the bat here, the ease and flexibility of installation of the Blink Video Doorbell helps out quite a bit because it's battery operated. Since this is battery powered, you can install this video doorbell anywhere you want, pretty much. So Blink does sell this video doorbell by itself, and it's cheaper by itself. However, it loses out on some of the key features. And these are key features in my opinion. The first one is that you have to rely on cloud storage. You have to pay a monthly subscription, so that way you can see your recordings that's going on. You also won't be able to view any live viewing other than if someone clicks on the doorbell or if there's motion detected. You can't just go in and check to see what's going on outside your house if there's no motion being detected. Someone actually has to physically push the doorbell button for you to open it up, the app on your phone, and view what's going on. Or there has to be a notification alert saying there's motion going on and you click into the app and looking at what's going on. So maybe not a bad thing for you, but just keep that in mind. Now, if you buy their Sync Module 2, which is pretty much a home base, this solves both of those problems. The Sync Module 2 allows you to watch live video on your phone at any time. It also allows you to store recordings locally on a USB thumb drive. My suggestion, spend the extra coin and get the Sync Module 2. I'm going to tell you right now, the difference between buying the doorbell with the Sync Module 2 versus buying the doorbell by itself and getting the Sync Module 2 later, you're going to spend a lot more money in the long run. So as far as the video recordings, the Blink Video Doorbell doesn't have any smart features to know if the motion is a person, animal, vehicle, a leaf, or even a shadow. It's a little behind on that type of technology. I left it on the standard number 5 sensitivity and walked around, and the doorbell never sensed any motion. I had to bump it up to about 7. But once you bump up to 7, you're going to be more prone to false notifications or false positives. While there is a feature that allows you to tell it to ignore certain areas for movement, I would still be prepared for numerous false notifications. It does have a battery saving feature that allows you to end the clip early if motion stops. However, it's not that great. I find that sometimes it doesn't work properly and the recording stops too early. As you can see here, it picked me up as soon as I appeared, but the clip ended while I was still moving around and towards the doorbell. You can also set it so how long the motion is recorded for. However, the max is 30 seconds. And then at the minimum, it has a 10-second cooldown period before it even starts recording again on motion. So if you have something going on that's recording it and this recording stops at 30 seconds and there's something going on after the 30 seconds, you're not going to see it. The notification to my smartphone that there's motion is pretty quick. However, when you watch the recording during the nighttime, you see it didn't start recording until I was leaving the area. It missed me coming all the way up to the doorbell, and then it got me when I was leaving. So it missed everything leading up to me coming up to the doorbell, which is not a good sign. It's better during the daytime, but for some reason with night vision, it has a delay in the recording, even though I got the alert as quick as daytime. Not really sure why that is. Maybe it's just a one-off situation. I don't know. I've tried it a couple times. Sometimes it works better than others. Now let's talk about the quality of the video. This is a 1080p camera. While 1080p resolution is still good resolution, you have to remember that security cameras lose quality based on lower priced lenses and sensors. They also are normally shot video in 10 to 15 frames per second versus 30 or 60. This does cut down quite a bit on quality of the quote unquote high def that you're going to be seeing, and it isn't limited just to the Blink Video Doorbell. The daytime footage is pretty good considering the price. For the most part that you're going to see here, I'm walking around, I'm in the shade, then I walk out in the sunlight, and then I walk back into the shade. The only problem here is if you zoom in on the truck at my neighbor's house across the street, you can't really make out what the letters are. So I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to be reading license plates on vehicles that are driving by or coming up to your driveway if that's what you're looking for. At nighttime, the night vision settings can be played with a little bit. The infrared intensity on the low, it does a decent job. It's probably the best quality of the subject. However, if you increase the infrared intensity, it gets more details of the picture. However, it blows the subject out when I get close. So it makes it tough to tell who that person is. You have to choose what you care about more. Is it the subject moving around close to it, or is it everything going on what's outside of it? Here are my final thoughts. I know many people are in favor of the Blink products, and I get that. Sometimes for the price and ease outweighs the issues that Blink has. First, the things that Blink has going for them is the ease of installation because of its battery power. It has free local storage if you buy their Sync Module 2. The price, and I'll even add that it's an Amazon product, so it continues to get updates and it's not going to be abandoned like some other no-name brand company. Blink does have its own ecosystem with multiple different battery security cameras that also have a decent price. So they have that going for them as well. Okay, now the things that are going against them here. One is the video quality. While it's not too bad, it does leave a lot to be desired. It has its flaws when it comes down to the delays when it records and the length of the recording. This could lead to missing something happening, which is the main reason why you're buying this. Now, since it's battery powered, while that might be great and make it easy to install, you'll have to replace the battery semi-often. So think about that. Think about your needs when it comes to buying a video doorbell. If an affordable price, ease of installation is at the top of your list, this might be for you. If the video quality and making sure that appropriate motions are all recorded, if that's on the top of your list, then you might want to reconsider. So is this Blink Video Doorbell something that you're interested in? Do you own any Blink products? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful, please leave me a like and feel free to ask any questions down in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing for more tech reviews, home automation, home and automotive how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.